it's supposed to be, and I'm also like getting blinded by the sun. Oh, it's in the worst spot. It's quite literally like the worst spot it could possibly be. That is not going to help at all because it is over there. But yeah, welcoming guys for Wobbuffet Spotlight Hour. Probably one of the most average Spotlight Hours that we've had for a while because Wobbuffet is, well, Wobbuffet is Wobbuffet. It is what it is. So yeah, we will see how we go tonight for a shiny. I guarantee you that tonight will be a shiny that we'll get just because it's one that I don't need. It's usually the way that it is when it comes to shinies that we don't need. So get the chat up and running. How you doing, Mac? And alright, so checky these ones to see if they are actually any good. But yeah, the whole Pokemon Go thing, I'm starting to, I don't know. It's starting to wear just a little bit thin, guys. Not gonna lie. That I think we may have reached our peak when it comes to this game. Quite a while ago, actually. We're no longer in the peak of the game, by no stretch of the imagination, even with new stuff being added. You know what? I'm just going to battle that later, because right now we're going to concentrate on some shiny hunting. See, and the people in the streams are starting to be a reflection of how interesting this game is actually towards people these days. Even our regulars not even coming in much because they don't want to see the game because it's boring. Especially when we have the same stuff over and over. But anyway, we're going to do some hunting. See if we can get anything tonight. What should you use your Master Ball on in Pokemon? Whatever you want, dude. Whatever you want. I didn't really play Sun and Moon, so I don't know what Pokemon are in it. So Pikachu. Use it on Pikachu. Whatever you want, dude. But yeah, like I said, these streams getting a bit deadish these days because of the whole Pokemon Go content being sort of well past its prime. And then when you get spotlight hours like this, which are just like, no one cares about Wobbuffet. I'm not expecting numbers to be high, and then with the added stuff of YouTube still being broken, yeah, I'm sort of starting to get to the point where it's like, why do I even bother anymore? Start doing something else. Because yeah, Pokemon Go is, it's gone. It should be called Pokemon Gone now. We're also dropping out, so that's an even better thing. Awesome. And you got your second favorite Pokemon shiny today, Sneasel. Wait, in Pokemon Go or in other Pokemon game? In Pokemon Go. Nice. I got a shiny Hoppip last night. Something told me, like, I was just sitting there and I was like, I should open the game and just check to see if there's a shiny, just randomly. And sure enough, there was a shiny at home. And I'm like, I seem to have a sixth sense when it comes to that, because I've done that multiple times now where I'm just like, I should just open the game and check to see if there's a shiny, and ta-da, there's like one there. And then today, because I went to the movies earlier today, that's what I spent my early afternoon doing. I was just sitting there waiting, and I was like, I'll just open the game and have a little bit of a look-see around. We've got shiny Mankey, so it's like, oh, cool. Not that I need a shiny Mankey, because we only had a Spotlight Hour a few weeks ago. Surprisingly enough, I didn't actually get the shiny during the Spotlight Hour, but I got one earlier today, so it's like, great, cool, awesome, thanks. Just what I needed. A little Choc Mint Monkey. How you doing, Quillfish? How you doing, Jupiter Race? Walking in. Managed to catch a hundo Groudon yesterday. Nice. Nice. I also have myself a hundo Groudon. So yeah, speaking of Groudon, tomorrow is Groudon's raid hour, so we'll be hosting some raids tomorrow. But yeah, like I said, I'm not expecting the streams to be fixed at this point. I'm just wondering if it's even worth organizing the stream beforehand, just because it's going to be broken anyway. So I may as well just come and start it and just go with it that way. And hopefully at some point, I almost said Niantic because I'm so used to Niantic having to fix things. Hopefully at some point YouTube will actually fix this issue. Because like I said at the start of the stream, it's been gone for like 2 weeks now, like 2+ weeks. So they are really not in any rush to fix this problem, which shouldn't be a hard thing to fix. So yeah. And I keep saying that they're still focusing really hard on trying to stop ad blockers. And it's like, YouTube, you need to get your priorities together. Maybe stop worrying about ad blockers and start fixing the site where it's actually broken and needs to be fixed to help the actual content creators that are on your site to do the stuff that they need to do, grow their channels and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah. So yeah, we have issues with the game and YouTube, and there's just a whole bunch of negative stuff going on right now. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, this Wobbuffet, I really feel like they could have chose maybe a Galarian Pokemon, given that we're having a whole bunch of Galarian stuff rolled out. Might have been a better fit for this Spotlight Hour. Because how many Wobbies do I have? I do have one of the special ones. Yeah. Yep. So we have 4 shinies, and yeah, one of them is the Christmas. It's not a Christmas one. That's a New Year's Wobbuffet. So yeah, we have our New Year's Wobby as well. And we have... Sure. Let's see if I can actually get first place on one. Because I am not in the other 2 that I am in. No. Okay. Well, I'm not winning a showcase this time around. That's okay. It's Mezzymone. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome. How you doing? So yeah, unfortunately, this afternoon, I was meeting up with the girl that I've been talking to. We were supposed to go and see Deadpool and Wolverine, but of course she was running a little bit late, so we missed the showing for that one, which was a bit disappointing because we both wanted to see it. So we ended up seeing Beetlejuice instead. Wasn't my first choice for movies, that's for sure. It wasn't too bad, but wasn't what I wanted to go and see. It was just like, oh, all right, whatever, doesn't matter. Important thing is we got to hang out, so that was all good. Thanks, you're doing all right. How am I doing? I've just been going over the problems that we've been dealing with YouTube and the game and all that sort of stuff. So it could be better. It could be better if I actually saw the movie that I wanted to see this afternoon as well. But as I was saying, it doesn't matter. Got to meet this chick and hang out for a bit. So there was that. It was good. Can't complain too much. Could have been worse. Could have been sitting around at home all day doing nothing. But I actually got out and did something. You want to watch that, the Beetlejuice movie? Like I said, it's not bad. I mean, if you've seen the first one, you know what to sort of expect from the second one. It's very similar. But yeah, as I said, it wasn't my first choice for movies. If I was going to see something else, I've already seen Alien Romulus, and I was like, we can watch that again if you want to. It's like, I don't mind going and seeing it for a second time. I thought it was a great movie. I'm happy to see it again. Either that or Speak No Evil, which one of the guys in chat the other day was saying is actually not too bad. So I was like, go on to that, but she's not like into horror. And I'm like, oh, alright, whatever. Doesn't matter. 14 more magic carp candies. Getting close, dude, getting close. Hate on Crazy, welcome in. Love horror, so do I. I grew up on it though. Like, I got an older sister. You know, she's how many years older is my sister? She's like 5 years older, 5-6 years older. Yeah. So when I was a little kid, she was already at watching horror movie stage. So I grew up watching horror movies because of my sister. So yeah, I grew up on horror, so I've been desensitized to it quite a lot. I was scared of it back then, but because I've been watching it since I was like 5 years old, it's like these days it's very hard to have horror movie which actually scares me. I get really surprised when other people get scared. And I'm like, they jump like on jump scares and stuff like that. I'm just like, wait, that wasn't what? That wasn't scary. Why are you jumping? But yeah, I'm still a fan of horror movies. It's probably a cross between horror and sci-fi as being my favorite genres. Hence why like movies like Aliens and stuff like that are sort of right up on my, because it covers both. It's both horror and sci-fi. But yeah, the movie was still good, sort of thing. So, hey Jeffrey, how you doing, man? Good to see you. You love horror too? Yeah. You watched Chucky at age... I can't remember when I first saw Child's Play, what age I was. But again, I remember where I saw it. I just don't remember what age I was. But it would have been around that, probably like 6, 7 age as well, I'm guessing. See, my sister was a big like Freddy fan. Not Fazbear, like Freddy Krueger fan. So, like Wes Craven's New Nightmare and Nightmare on Elm Street and stuff like that. Had many a nightmare based on those movies growing up, that's for sure. Pet Cemetery and stuff like that as well. But yeah, she was also a huge X-Files fan, so I grew up watching the X-Files as well. You love Stephen King? Yeah, a lot of good Stephen King stuff. I mean, yeah, it's Pet Sematary. What else is? Pretty much everything that's horror is Stephen King in some way. He's definitely the king of horror. He's your idol. Is that a Freddy Fazbear? No, it's not. See, and that's where horror is these days, unfortunately. You've got Five Nights at Freddy movies. And it's just like, this isn't horror. This is just fan fiction. There's a big difference in the old school horror and like Blumhouse movies, Blumhouse, whatever you want to call them. Like they're terrible horror movies. You can hardly call, like I watched Night Swim the other day just because I was not forced to, but it was just like it was on, so I was like, I'll watch it. That was the biggest load of shit that I've ever seen in my life. It was like the worst movie ever, and I'm like, how is this even considered horror? This is terrible. Friday the 13th is your favorite, so you're a Jason fan. They've made, what, 14... Speaking of, it was actually Friday the 13th on Friday. Fave day. Well, like I said, it was like Friday the 13th on Friday. Very fitting. They make Welcome to Derry release next year. You're looking forward to it? Should be. I mean, the other two It movies were good. Like the reboots of them. So... Should be good. I will say that they're probably up there as in being like some of the best horror movies that have been released in recent times. But yeah, just in general, it's a very watered down genre these days in comparison to what it used to be. I think 90s and maybe going into early 2000s was like peak era, more so 90s, peak era for horror movies. And then since then, they've been very, very, very bad. Are you going to subscribe? Oh, thank you. I do appreciate it. Everybody should be doing that. Speaking of which, I think YouTube is unsubscribing people from my channel, guys. So just double check to make sure that you are still subscribed. Because yeah, I've been seeing a very slow uptake in subscribers lately, and then I jump on like a day later and I'm missing subscribers, and I'm just like, hang on, I'm pretty sure that number was, and it just keeps happening. So I was doing a little bit of research online, and supposedly yes, that's a thing that YouTube does. So yeah, just double check, guys, just to make sure. More Pennywise, as long as they do it right, sort of thing. Because that's, unfortunately, that's what Hollywood tends to do. Once they get a movie that works, they tend to milk it for all that it's worth. I mean, look at the Saw movies. The only good Saw movie is the first one. Maybe the second one and possibly the third one. But since then, they have just been terrible movies. Like, I watched Saw 10 just recently, like within the last month or two. And yeah, I was just like, it's just the same thing over and over and over again. It's like, how many times can you bring back Jigsaw to just put people into traps and just have the same plot line basically in every single movie? And it just gets old very quickly. So hopefully they don't do the same thing when it comes to, you know, Pennywise and It movies and stuff like that, where they find something that works and just goes, yes, let's try and milk at this for everything that it's worth. Because then they just become watered down and repetitive. And oh, it's going to be a TV show. Okay, cool. They're doing an Alien TV show as well, Alien Earth. It's going to be on Hulu, I think. So hopefully that's actually going to be good. Saw a trailer for it the other day. It looks alright. But yeah, unfortunately, again, when they try and translate things into series, sometimes they miss the mark. YouTube, fix yourself. Exactly, YouTube. Come on. You're hurting my subs, man. How am I supposed to grow as a creator if you keep taking my subscribers away from me? How you doing, Becky? Welcome in. Hey, James. How you doing, man? Welcome in. You have a hard time watching torture corn? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, basically that's what the Saw movies are. It's just torture porn. Sort of like the old Hostel movies and stuff. Like I said, the first one was a great movie just because it wasn't over the top. You didn't have people getting slaughtered every 10 minutes. It was just two guys locked in a room, small budget, very psychological. And then, yeah, since then, they just ramped up the gore and violence and stuff in it. And like I said, it just gets repetitive and boring rather than being a real psychological thing that just makes you go, whoa, at the end, I wasn't expecting that. Do I need this shiny? No. No, as I said at the start of the stream, we have several Wobbies. We've even got one of the special ones. So yeah, that's why we're just having a good old conversation about horror movies. So what would be everybody's favorite horror movie, I suppose? Wobbuffet, which you found out recently, is a really good gym defender. Really? I didn't know that. I know that its moves make it like semi-useful sometimes, depending on, like, if you're doing one of the tournaments where there's like specific Pokemon, it's actually not a bad normal type. Hereditary. Now that's one of those movies that I've watched once and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm done with that. I don't think I need to watch that movie again. That's probably the first movie since I was a kid that genuinely scared me. And it wasn't scared as in like, oh, like scary. It was just psychologically scary. I think that's what the thing was. Once you actually watch the movie and you're like, oh, oh man, that's pretty, yeah. Yeah, there's just some scenes in that movie where it's like, yeah, I don't particularly want to watch that again. But yeah, Hereditary is a good choice. I was actually talking about horror movies with a friend a while back, like a month or so back, and she was saying the same thing. We both brought up Hereditary, and she's like, yeah, that movie, like, it really got to me. Like, yeah, it's, I don't know, it's one of those movies that's just this, they did it well. Shark Week? Wait, is that one of those dodgy, like, you know, like B-grade horror shark movie things? Like Sharknado? You don't really watch horror movies unless it looks good, and your friends want to see it again. Horror's, like I said, it's unfortunately horror is a very watered down genre these days, so it's hard to find good horror movies. But Mac, if you haven't seen Hereditary, highly suggest watching that one. You'll only have to watch it once, and then you'll be like, cool, that's done. Never going to watch that one again. The Mist, yeah, Mist is a good movie. I did enjoy that one. Both The Mist and The Fog. Yeah, The Fog is another one, sort of thing. Which, very similar premise, sort of thing. But The Mist was good. Like, the ending of that movie is just like, dude, that's so harsh. You have so many faves. Yeah, my favorite horror movie, I mean, I would say Alien, but I don't know, would you call Alien a horror movie? I think it's a horror movie. It has horror elements. The first one, probably yes. It would probably class as a horror movie. The second movie is more of an action movie. Romulus is sort of like a mix of the two. And then all the other Alien movies are sort of like action movies and just sci-fi movies. But the first Alien movie, I would say, would probably be pretty high up on the list. You're going to say that, but wasn't sure. Yeah, see, because it's a diverse series of movies, they fall into different genres. I would say that the first one is more of a horror movie than anything. Like, it's sci-fi, but there's a lot of suspenseful scenes and there's a lot of Wobbuffets here. So yeah, I'd say that it falls into the horror category. Hey, Ziyu Ching, how you doing, man? Alien, yeah. Yeah, like I said, the first one definitely. The second one is more of an action movie. You like thrillers? Yeah, thrillers are good. If they're done right, sort of thing. A series that I watched not too long ago that you would say is sort of horror. It's like it's probably not a thriller, but it's a horror. If you've got Netflix, Brand New Cherry Flavor is actually a pretty good series to watch. Pretty warped, but it's an interesting series. So I definitely suggest checking that out. I don't have coordinates to give you, dude, because I am playing legitimate games. There is nature around me. I'm in the real world. I don't have coordinates, bro. Anything with blood or gore. Well, Brand New Cherry Flavor, it's got some of that in it. So yeah, definitely worth checking out. It's I wouldn't call it grindhouse. But it's got some really, really disturbing scenes in it. Dude, you keep asking me for coordinates, and I just showed you that I'm out in the real world. I don't have coordinates to give you. I'm playing the game legitimately, my friend. Have I seen Caterpillar? No, not that I recall. Is it on any of the streaming services, or is it like a... Where am I from? I'm from Australia. You're gonna check it out, brand new cherry flavor. Definitely worth it. Like if you're into just weird things, because it is a weird series, but it's a good series. Don't watch it, it's disturbing. Like Human Centipede disturbing, or... Because now that's a movie that you watch once and you're like, you know what? I'm not watching that again. Or Antichrist. Antichrist is another pretty disturbing movie that you're like, yeah, I think I only need to watch that one once. Hey, Impossible, how you doing? Are you in Australia too? Nice. I'm in Melbourne. What, Human Centipede? No. No, it wasn't a great movie, but it was just effed in the head. That's for sure. Very effed in the head. You got a Mew Funko Pop. Nice. Oh, you're in Perth. So what, it's only like 4:30 for you. Still early. Yeah, I've been trying to find a new series or something to watch recently, because I spend most of my time just watching YouTube these days. Whatever tickles my fancy, whatever I see on the thing, I'm like, yeah, I'll check that on. But yeah, I've been sort of hunting for a new series or a movie or something to watch. My last series that I finished watching was The Boys. So yeah, I've watched the last episode of that like a month or so back. So yeah, since then I haven't had anything to watch. I'm like, damn it, I need something to need to watch now. Hey, Carpet Jam, how you doing, man? All good, man. Glad to see that you... We were just discussing that at the start of the stream, just like, you know, with YouTube being broken and the amount of interest that there is in Pokemon Go these days, I don't know how much I've got left in me, guys. Oh, we've got a decent amount of people here at the moment. So yeah, guys, if you haven't already, please do hit the thumbs up button on the stream. Subscribe, all that sort of stuff if you haven't already, if you're enjoying the content. Jimmy played him. I haven't even seen Breaking Bad. I'm one of those people, like, The Boys was one of those exceptions where I was like, I just started watching it and just got into it. But usually when it comes to series, I like to wait until they finish completely before jumping into it, because I hate having to wait in between series. I made that mistake with Stranger Things as well. So I'm waiting on the last series of Stranger Things. I'm waiting on the last series of The Boys. I haven't even seen Game of Thrones. So that... I'm still one of those people that's like, no, I don't know. All I know is Jon Snow dies and comes back to life. And there's a whole bunch of bunky going on in it. But that about that. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Done and done. Oh, thank you. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it, guys. You're watching Outlander on Netflix at the moment. Is it any good? Busy as she. Almost finished with high school. Might have more time to watch the streams. Nice. But then you're going to have to get a job, dude. It's like once you're done with school, then you're going to enter the real world, and that's just scary. Having to be an adult and everything. Nice. Are you planning on going to like college or uni or something like that afterwards, or Game of Thrones? I know. Everyone says that it's good up until the last series. Like the last series, you can probably just not watch it, and yeah. But every other series is good. the hour started for you. Yeah, we're already 30 minutes in here. It's gone past quickly. We've just been shooting the breeze so far, which is good. I like these streams where it's just chatting, having a good old chat with you guys as we shiny hunt something that we're not really that interested in. Yeah, adulting. Who does that? No, I was actually thinking about it earlier. When I was at the movie, like afterwards, we were walking around like High Point. Ooh, how large one? We'll take that. Yeah, I was just walking around High Point, and I was just like, you know, maybe I should actually start trying to do something instead of just streaming all the time. It's like, yeah, might have more success in the whole dating department if I actually got out there and started being more of an adult rather than sitting around playing video games all day. But then I'm like, I'm on a date right now, and she's a gamer. She was the one that was dragging me into EB games and stuff like that. I was just following her around afterwards, and she's like thumbing through all the games, and it's like, yeah, cool. She's like, I'm playing this game at the moment, I'm playing that game. I'm like, I'm not playing anything except Pokemon Go at the moment. Any shinies yet? No. Well, I have got shinies today. I did get this earlier while I was sitting waiting for her to rock up before the movie. So yeah, we got that earlier today, and I got that last night. But as for Wobbuffets, no shiny Wobbers so far. You're taking a gap year. Make sure that doesn't turn into several gap years, because that's what I did. It's like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm going to have a bit of time off, and then that time just became extended. And it's so easy to just stay in that, you know, I don't want to stage. Going to get into game dev stuff with a place called AIE. Yes, I know AIE. I started game design at Victoria University, like when I was doing my game design stuff. Do you have a field that you want to specialize in, like programming or level design or like 3D modeling and stuff? Because unfortunately with my course that I was doing, it was sort of geared towards all the stuff, so you had to sort of learn everything. I'm not a big programmer. I don't mind doing programming when I'm modding and stuff like that, because I can usually take snippets of code that's already there and sort of like jumble it around to work for what I want it to work for. But doing code out of my head from scratch, I'm just like, no, me no comprende. I'm more of an artist, so I do like 3D modeling. Level design was my main thing. I really enjoyed level design. Building worlds is what I enjoyed doing. Yeah, Pokemon Go is an investment for you. Hasn't it been for all of us though? Like the amount of money that we've all put into this game, if only we could actually earn something off of that investment. I mean, technically I do through doing YouTube. I mean, I make a bit of money off of it, but it's not like one of those long-term investments like property or something where I'm going to earn nicely off of it. I'm definitely going to lose on my end with the amount of money that I put in compared to the amount of money that I'm going to get out of it. Nice, any shinies, a good shiny? Yeah, I'll always take shinies. I mean, that's basically what I am in this game these days, just a shiny hunter, as you can see. Just clicking and hoping. Also thinking about it, planning on doing much streaming with Legend ZA when it drops. Also planning to go into, okay, so you got to get into programming is probably the most lucrative side of it, because when you do that, you're not just stuck into like one field. You can take your programming and do it in other fields like app development or just, you know, programming in general. Yeah, you're not just stuck with gaming. But art, unfortunately, like 3D modeling and stuff, you can get into doing movies and all that sort of stuff as well, but it's a little less flexible. Sort of stuck in that field for the most part. As for the streaming Legend Z /A, I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling when it comes out. No promises at this point. I didn't even finish Arceus when that came out, and I still haven't finished Scarlet and Violet, so we will see. It's like doing a puzzle with pieces you get to make. I understand, like, I used to absolutely hate programming until I started modding Skyrim and stuff like that, and then I started doing a little bit of programming myself, and then seeing that reflected into the game. Like, I would create my own spells and stuff like that. That's when I started having fun with it, because I'd stuff around with a spell script and then jump back in and like make people like levitate and like anti-gravity type of stuff, and I was having a lot of fun with that because I was just murdering the NPCs in really really funny ways. So that's when it became very like fun, when you could bug in my eye. Bug flew straight into my eye. When you can see like your work paying off like in real time. Jimmy only big pound. I wish, dude. I wish. That'd be good. However, yeah, you love doing art, so you'd be good doing anything in that field. I mean, if you're going to get into like indie development, it's good to be good in multiple fields when it comes to like game development. So you can do art, programming, level design, storyboarding, all that sort of stuff. Your Spotlight Hour has just started. Good luck. Especially if you need Wobbuffet. I'm not sure if it's a boosted shiny or not. I don't think it's like full odds, but I don't think it's like a 1 in 50. I think it's like a 1 in 125 shiny. Only on community days you get out and you're just listening to music, watching me, and playing some pogo. Dude, you gotta get out more. Get out, there's sights to see. It's a perfect game to play when, like, you know, getting out into the real world and doing stuff. You're trading a random streamer, and he was just trading random shiny legendary Pokemon. You just spam traded with someone, beat them to 2. You got to be careful with that stuff though, just because you may be getting hacked Pokemon, and then if the Pokemon Company wants to be a bitch, they can like shut down your accounts and stuff like that. It's Pokemon. But yeah, you asked the ZA question because like you got into the streams during Sword and Shield and was wondering if unfortunately, like I was streaming the Scarlet and Violet when that released, but the main draw card when I was doing the Sword and Shield streams was the fact that I was hosting the G-Max Charizard, the shiny G-Max Charizard, so that was a huge draw card because everybody just wanted to get it. Yeah, so if I was to do something like that, maybe. But yeah, just random like playthroughs just don't seem to get the same views as when you're actually providing something to people. Same like this stream in comparison to like tomorrow night's stream, which is going to be a raid hour stream. You'll tend to see more people in a raid hour stream because you're providing something for people. A new game, like the new game, will definitely be more popular in comparison to Pokemon Go, just because Pokemon Go is old now. So most people that watch Pokemon Go content have their set viewers. They tend to watch, you know, the bigger YouTubers. But we're still trucking along. We're still getting there. Are you going to say that? No worries. You're not leaving until I say goodbye, but okay. It's Mezzy Moore. Sorry, Mary. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye. I did say goodbye now, so you can leave. But no, thank you for joining in. Thank you for being active in the chat, all of that stuff, subscribing, all that stuff. Oh, it's me. I'm reading that completely wrong. I'm sorry. It's me, Simone. Oh my god, my brain is not working. I'm sorry. It wasn't as... It wasn't until Carpet actually wrote out Simone that I read it back, and I'm like, oh, hang on. That's, yeah, don't mind me. If there's no space, it's my ADHD brain. If there's no spaces in between words, I just mash them together. It's pretty cool. But no, thank you, Simone, for joining in. Much appreciated. You'll forgive me. Thank you. I do appreciate it. But no, enjoy the rest of your day. Good luck for your Spotlight Hour. Hack Shiny Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet have websites, and those ones did not get... It depends on, like, they can just pick and choose sort of thing. I know that it was a big thing during the Scarlet and Violet days. Oh, not Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield rather. They were doing a whole bunch of banning of people's Pokemon accounts and stuff like that if you had too many hacked Pokemon. No worries, Simone. Have a good one. Do you think there'll be a Ditto combat? Nah. It's not a Pokemon that evolves or anything. There's no need to give it a com day. We had a special day for it just after it came out. It was like an April Fool's event where everything sort of turned into... But no, it's not the type of Pokemon that they would give a com day to. Just because it doesn't have an evolution, so there's no charge move that they can give to it, like special charge move. It's already got transformation, which is its signature move, so there would be no reason to do that. I know, I need to chuck away items so I can spin stops. I've been doing it sort of all day. Because unfortunately, I am pretty maxed out on items. There we go. Oh, we did hatch a whole bunch of eggs before as well. I didn't actually know. I think it was... No, it was just one. I didn't even know what we hatched. What did we hatch? I think it was Pichu. Let's see everything. Not a good Pichu either. So off to the candy factory. Buy more bag slots. Nah. I got enough for items. I just need to manage them. Just chuck stuff away. The main thing that's actually taking up on my bag space now is, unfortunately, lures. Because of all the showcases that I keep winning, I keep getting lures that I just don't use. So they are starting to stack up just slightly. This would be a cool shiny. Well, that's what we're hoping to get. We do have the shiny before. Just not from today. So that is the shiny. Some torches so I can see where I'm going. But yeah, I need to start using some of the lures so I can actually start freeing up some of the bag space. Because I'm fairly set on the amount of items that I carry other than them, just because I keep getting them but I don't use them. So we're about 15 minutes left to try and get ourselves a shiny Wobby. As I said before, I got the Mankey earlier today, so knowing my luck, I've used my shiny luck for today, just not on stream. You got a shiny Ditto. I got several shiny Dittos from the event that I was talking about before, I almost said Alfred Fool's Day, the April Fool's Day event. I think I got like 3 or 4 of them. Ditto. Yeah, 3. 3 shiny Dittos. Yeah, well, I'll keep streaming until the Spotlight Hour's finished. We're on 44%, so it should last. I do have my battery charger here with me, so it's all good. I actually panicked for a second then because I haven't been paying attention to my battery. So I was just like, oh. But yeah, it's still at 44%, so we're fine. There's only like 13 minutes left of this, so we will make it. Hopefully tomorrow one of your Pokemon get put to sleep from the gym, so you can get another raid pass, so you can get more candies, get some more rares. I am interested in getting more XLs for Groudon, because I do have this dude that I would like to max out at some point. You got 272, so I only need like another 21 XLs, I think it is, until I can max it out. So we're getting very close. Am I on a Samsung? Yes. S20. So tomorrow, yes, Groudon raids tomorrow. Got Groudon for the next 2 weeks in raid hours. So tomorrow night and next Wednesday is Groudon, and then after that it's Zacian. So yeah, it would have been nice if they didn't double up on the raid bosses, because last week's raid hour with Kyogre was slow to begin with. Like the first half an hour we managed to do like 1 raid. We ended up getting like 5 or so raids done afterwards. But yeah, just very slow, because everybody was sick of it, because we're like, we've already done this. So yeah, it would have been nice if they maybe gave us Zacian and Zamazenta for 2 weeks rather than... But yeah, it's Niantic and they don't like doing stuff like that. You hatched a shiny Pornard yesterday. Nice, dude. That's a shiny I still need. So, congratulations. I do... Oh, there we go. That's my 100th Pokestop right there. I do have a couple of 12Ks, but I never hatch 12Ks just because it takes too long. I ain't got time for that. Should actually check this on, because I do need to. I'm actually hatching eggs at the moment, because I do have the research where I've got to hatch. I only need 13 more, so I think it's going to be the 50 kilometers, which I'm going to struggle to do. Should start playing with my buddy as well. Still got 15 days, so we'll see how we go. Need to go on more walks. Everything else should be fine. You get a 98% Charmander from a task. Nice. I've started to see a lot of people posting up the shiny Gigantamax. Yeah. Dynamax, Gigantamax. It's the same thing. So yeah, they are available. They just seem to be very rare. There's been a few, which has been good. Just keeps telling me I can collect this. Nice. I should actually be spinning these. Doesn't matter. We'll collect them on the way back anyway. I'll battle these guys once I'm finished. Got 10 minutes, and then we'll probably walk back down and we'll battle as many of these as we can. See if we can actually get any of them shinies. Beep beep. Of course. Don't know who they're beeping at. You want your first ever shiny legendary, you think Groudon could be a nice one. It just looks like it's been peed on. It's just pea coloured Lego. Now, all of Groudon, Kyogre and Rayquaza took me so long to get my original shinies. I ended up doing like, I think it was close to 60 Rayquaza raids until I finally got the shiny. They show Zamazenta in the trailer, but no, Niantic doesn't want to do that. Oh no, we'll get Zamazenta next month. They probably won't release them together. I'd say that they'll cover them because they want to try and draw it out for as long as possible. That's why they keep drip feeding us content. So most of this month is going to be taken up by Groudon, Kyogre, and then at the end of the month we'll get Zamazenta for a week, and then going into next month I'm assuming they'll do the same thing. For the first couple of weeks of the month we'll get doubled up raid bosses of some description. I don't know which ones they'll be, and then at the end of the month we'll get Zamazenta. That would be my guess. So yeah, we'll end up getting both of them, because they wouldn't just do one and not the other one. They always tend to do the raid bosses, like the legendaries, in the same groups together. So we'll always get like the Reggies together, we'll always get the birds together, we'll always get the trios and the Eon duo and stuff like that, always together. Well, at least most of the time. Sometimes they do give us them singly, but for the most part they are all together sort of thing. They know which one is loved more, to be honest. What, sword doggo? Who doesn't like a dog with a sword in its mouth? Come on. Unfortunately, they're just going to be the normal forms, because that gives them another reason to release them again somewhere down the track once they give us their powered up forms, where they actually have the sword and shield. I can't remember what they're called again. The powered up ones. The thingies. The thingies is right, yeah? It's been way too long since I've paid Sword and Shield. By the way, the birds have uno, dos, tres in their names. That they do. That's back when they actually had fun naming stuff. These days, they're just called something weird. Weird named Pokemon. There was supposed to be more to that, but my brain just went blank when I said there's a whole bunch of bats flying over. Wouldn't have even noticed them if I didn't look up, because they don't make any sound. Like Batman. Alright, we are running out of time. We've got 6 minutes left to try and get ourselves this shiny. Niantic wants money. They would need to add fan favorite legendaries like Mewtwo and Rayquaza again, but they won't. They'll still make money. When they release new Pokemon, i.e. Zamazenta and well, they're not new. We have had them before, but because they're shinies, they're new shinies, they'll make money off of them. And people still raid, just not as much as they used to. As you can see, I keep getting invites to all these Groudon raids, which I'm ignoring right now because I need to save my passes for tomorrow. Because as I just said, it's expensive. And I spent money today. It's expensive enough going to the movies. I spent like $20 on a drink and popcorn. $20! Just for one drink and one popcorn. Oh, well, a box of popcorn. Not just... I got one single popcorn. And yeah, the ticket cost me like $30 as well. The seats vibrated though. They were like special seats that you sit in and they like vibrate as the movie's playing and stuff. And tilt around, and it's like being on a roller coaster but you're watching a movie. Got a little bit irritated. Not gonna lie, I wish it would stop. I'm just trying to watch a movie, man. I'm not trying to ride a roller coaster. There's a D dealer who keeps kicking me out of gyms too quickly, even though he gets his coins. Some people are just like that, dude. Unfortunately, it's always been like that. People just camp in gyms, and he doesn't have the etiquette, the gym etiquette. Do we get the sword and shield from research? I don't know. They probably won't give us the actual items that we need to make Zamazenta and Zacian into their powered up forms. They usually will just give them to us as separate Pokemon down the track. Knowing Niantic, because we're still waiting on like the fusion items for Zekrom and I'm saying Necrozma. That's not the one I'm thinking. Reshiram and Kirim. So yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath waiting for those items, dude, because they could be a while. Not gonna lie, the reason why you typed that is because you wanted to complain about Mewtwo. Fair enough. I'll bring it back eventually. Probably not sometime this year. Like, we're already in September. Now, we've only got a few months left, so yeah, I don't think we'll see it this year. We've already had Mewtwo and Rayquaza a few times this year. Might come back as a shadow, but I don't think regular Mewtwo will be back. Last horror game I played, you got sucked and how cooked. Wait, what? What are you talking about, Mac? The last horror game that I got sucked into, how cooked am I? Like, what? As I was discussing at the start of the stream, like, when it comes to movies and games, it's very difficult to actually find something that genuinely scares me. The last horror game that I played, which was genuinely nerve-wracking and anxious, like just the anxiety I felt playing it, was Alien Isolation. That game is on a different level. Like, the feeling of being hunted for that entire game, just as soon as I finished playing it, I was just like, oh my god, thank god. It's like the most nerve-wracking game. Because you genuinely feel like you're being hunted for like the whole thing. You have to leave your Pokemon in overnight or you don't get your 50 coins during the day. Yeah, as I said, unfortunately some people are just like that. He puts the lowest. He's learned how to gym defend properly. Could just be putting stuff in the gyms that he doesn't want to revive as well, because I tend to do that a bit as well. Just chuck stuff in that's just like, once it's dead I can just transfer it rather than actually having to waste revives and stuff on it. Wait, what are you talking about, Mac? What planet? They ain't blue and green. What? What? Well, unfortunately we didn't get the shiny. It is done. It is 7 PM. So I'm going to turn around and start walking back down and doing these dens as we head back. How you doing, Tef? Welcome in. Thank you. Anyway, let's start moseying on back to the car. So yeah, unfortunately we didn't get the shiny tonight, but that's okay. As I said before, I did use my shiny vibes earlier by picking up the little choc mint monkey. I'm cooked. You guys are cooked. I don't even know what you're talking about. How am I? I'm talking sense. I've been having conversations with you guys the whole stream. You are the... Just to select, not everyone, just to select few of you guys. Mac and Becky, you guys are both cooked. Let them cook. Let them cook. Yeah, the higher the CP, the more, the quicker it'll degrade in the gyms. That's why people put the smaller stuff in there. Just to force you to have to battle it 3 times. You're watching the Northern Lights? Nice. Unfortunately, here in Victoria, where I am, you can't see them unless you sort of go down to the coast. Like certain parts of Victoria, you can see it. Where I am, no. We're supposed to be able to, like a few months back when we're having all the big solar storms, we're supposed to be able to see it from where I am, but unfortunately, no. We did not see it. A friend was down in Port Lonsdale like a month or two ago, and yeah, she was posting up pictures of the northern lights that she could see. And Port Lonsdale isn't that far, but again, it's down on the coast sort of thing, a bit further south. I'm just that little bit too north. Shadow Bacon. Wonder if it'll be Salad Shadow. I don't know. Possibly. Only one way to find out, my dude. How many people here know about Shiny Hype? There's a few people. Anybody that's got a green name can use the Shiny Hype or Shiny Vibes. And then they are the Southern Lights. Yeah, I know they're the Southern Lights. Did I say Northern Lights? I meant something. I knew what I meant in my head, even though I possibly wasn't saying the right thing. You know what I'm like. Can we get ourselves a little shiny squoovet? Look at them chubby little cheeks. Wonder how many nuts he can fit in him. This thing is weird. I need to be attacking. Oh, okay, I still am attacking, but I can't use charge moves. Tap! Tap! Tap, I say! You just educate. Okay. But see, I'm also used to you correcting me, so I don't know whether or not you're correcting me or just, as you said, educating people. Here I am just feeding shrooms to squirrels. They don't like it, so they die, as you just saw. That's how I educate people. Don't feed shrooms to squirrels. It's cooled off a bit. It was actually nice earlier when I came down. I was in a t-shirt all day when I was down in Melbourne. But yeah, it's a little bit breezy now. It's supposed to drop down to like 9 degrees or something tonight. But it's slowly getting there. It's supposed to be like 19 degrees tomorrow. And I was getting hailed on during Com Day on the weekend. This time of year is so bipolar. Again, Melbourne weather as well is also like incredibly bipolar, no matter what time of the year it is. But yeah, this sort of transitional season, like in between summer and winter and summer and stuff, it's always like the worst. One day you're getting hailed on, the next day it's like 27 degrees. Well, I'm assuming so, because the squirrels are dying. It's either that or they're incredibly poisonous. The squirrels don't like shrooms. This time I'm going to throw fireballs at a tree. So yeah, I'm expecting that once they've finished sort of ironing, there's not really much changes that they're making to this system at the moment. But yeah, I'm assuming that next month we'll start seeing our first actual Gigantamax Pokemon. Charmander. Alright, can we get shiny little Bulbasaur? Yeah, unfortunately we don't have the Sylph Road around anymore, because they were the guys that were doing all of the shiny odds back in the day. So yeah, now that we have these introduced, I don't know if we're ever going to know what the odds may be of getting them from the raids, the dens. So it'll be interesting to see. I have a feeling that they're full odds. Because yeah, they're fairly rare. I haven't seen a lot of people posting them up on Twitter and stuff. Dude, little Bulbas. $15 likes so far, guys. If you haven't already, please do chuck a thumbs up on the stream, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll be live again tomorrow night hosting some Groudon raids. Make sure that I'm not wandering past another den. Yeah, so if you want to get into some Groudon raids, I collected these at P earlier, so yeah, should be able to do like 2 more of these. Why would you give me Bulbasaur first? It's actually gotten really cold. It wasn't until I turned around and started walking back towards, like, into the breeze that I was like, ooh, that breeze is a bit nippy. You might be missing on Groudon unintentionally. Depends on how early you can get out of work. Oh, good. Yeah, we didn't see you like last week for Kyogre as well. And we were struggling for numbers. I was even saying, you know, it's times like this that we need the regulars in the chat that have multiple accounts, because we're really struggling for numbers. And yeah, it got to the point where we'd have enough, but people didn't want to waste their pass, so we were jumping in with like 4 or 5, and I'm like, guys, we can get it done with 4, and then they would bail out last minute. I'm like, God, you're making this so difficult. We can get it done. I think they've fixed that. I did see Niantic support posting up on Twitter the other day saying that for now they've limited, or they've just turned off legendaries using charge moves or something like that. But yes, that was happening. So one of the raids, unfortunately, one of the Kyogres that we did had Blizzard. I lost 23 Pokemon because of the charge move spam. I couldn't, after the raid, I'm just like, dude, I went through like 4 teams, Nelly. Just taking down one Kyogre. Thankfully, we just had the Phalanx raid day, so I had a stockpile of revives and potions from that, because we were getting them rewarded but weren't really using them just because it's an easy raid boss. So yeah, thankfully Kyogre didn't chew too badly into my resources. Oh my god, what are you doing, dude? Just stay in the ball. Are you too good for your home? Dude! You've got some serious issues, little Charmander. You watch, it'll still break out. I jinxed myself. I haven't had one of these run on me yet. Has anybody actually had one run? Can they run? Oh, there we go, finally. It's actually not bad. I think that might be my best one of them so far. Alright, let's see. Are we going to get anything good from these? You think they could run? I think you'd have to be pretty unlucky to have one of the sort of the stage 1s running. Probably a bit more common when it comes to the evolutions once we get them. But we'll see if we can get anything decent out of these. Not expecting it, given they're all 5Ks. Could have been shiny. Almost a shiny 60% of the time. I mean, Sableye is better than other things that I could have hatched. Not so good. Oh yeah, we can skip these days. Not so good. Oh. Excuse me, can I have something different? Other than that. Apparently not. Well, they were a pretty useless set of eggs. We hatched 2. One random Sableye was the only, but 2 of everything else. Not expecting them to be any good, just quietly. It's not too bad. It's pretty crappy. It's pretty crappy. Pretty crappy. 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 And crappy. Nice. That's what you get. Now I can pick up more Iggies. Hopefully we don't get a whole bunch of other 5Ks. I'd prefer 2Ks just because they're easier to... Don't have to walk as far to hatch them. I'll get a whole bunch of 10Ks just because the game's like, oh, you don't like hatching eggs? Okay. Here you go. What did I say? Ah! Damn you and your 10Ks. How many eggs do I need to hatch, actually? That's not what I want. Research. Okay, 6 more. And I got 2 that are hatching now, so it's only 4 more eggs. So as long as we can get like a couple of 2s and 5s, we should be good. I've been seeing a lot of wild Arcanines lately. Have I got any hundos from my last hunt? Wait, what? Looks like no shinies again for you tonight. It's only Wobbuffet, man, so it's not the end of the world. On your bike, sunshine. We don't need you. Don't jinx myself. Gee, I'd really hate a 2K egg right about now. No, that doesn't work either. Another 10. Wooloo 100. No, unfortunately I don't have a 100%. Yay! No, not the one that I wanted, but hey, at least I got a shiny on stream. Just random shiny Galarian Slowpoke. I did get a 98 or 96% Dynamax Wooloo the other day. Just like from the research. No. Yeah, 98. So that's the best Wooloo that I've got. But I did get the shiny last week from Spotlight Hour. I've actually got quite a few decent Wooloos. Hey, we got that shiny last week. Are you going to go for tea? But it was great catching up, Jimmy. Hope to catch my other stream soon. Yeah, it was good seeing you, Carpet. Thank you for joining in. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. In like another 3 years' time. Dare you evolve a 96% shiny Shadow Coughing into Shadow Shiny Wheezing? Wait, the car's there. He's going to keep walking. I parked down this end of the car park today because it was full when I got here. I usually only evolve stuff like that if I've got multiples. So I'd say hold on to it. At the end of the day, it's really up to you. I also have the shiny Shadow Coughing. It's a nice shiny. You. It's a nice shiny. Oh, it's a Galarian. Wait, you can evolve to the Galarian? I thought you could only evolve it into thing. I thought you had to catch the Galarian. Lights. Are you glad you stayed a sec longer because of the shiny? Yeah, we pulled it last minute. So I got a shiny before I ended the stream, so that's better than nothing. Oh, have I got any from the last time I checked? I don't think so. Nope, Lucario is the last one that we got from the raid day. So our last 200 actually have... Oh, no. No. I was going to say have been from raids, but no, Decidueye was our last one from raids. The Tortonator was hatched. That one. The Grieve was random on my way home. I just happened to click on one as I was leaving the supermarket and caught it and then checked it. I was like, oh, okay. The Axew, is that wild? Yeah, that was just random. I just randomly caught it and then checked it. I didn't check it until I think it was like a week or so later. And I'm like, hang on a second. When did I get a Hundo Axew? I had no idea. Oh, not yet. Okay. I was gonna say, like, I'm sure we couldn't evolve it into thing. Okay, cool. I can do this. So this will be our last one of these for the day. Oh, and the legendary heroes. Okay. I don't read the news anymore. So I like to be surprised about what we get during events. So I don't spoil it by reading what we're actually getting during events. So when it happens, I'm like, oh, well, there you go. That's pretty cool. Near the end of the month, they'll allow coughing to be evolved in. Is it going to be something that we can do going forward or just during the event? Can you PvP after? I suppose. Just during the event, okay. Don't feed shrooms to turtles, they don't like it. You just downloaded Crunchyroll to see if One Piece... Do you have Netflix? Because if you've got Netflix, One Piece is on that. You don't have to get Crunchyroll to watch One Piece. It's like every series is on Netflix now, and they're doing like the new episodes every week thing for the last series. I am still up to like, I think it's series 12. Yeah. I watched a couple of episodes the other day, but it was the first time that I watched episodes in like the last couple of months. I think July. No, it would have been earlier than that. It was probably May was when I last watched it. And then for a couple of months, I sort of stopped watching it and then watched a couple of episodes the other day and then haven't watched it again since. You don't have Netflix. It'd probably be cheaper than, I don't know. How much is a subscription to Crunchyroll? You're not a shiny turtle. Probably too many shrooms. U-Torrent you always used. It's too hard to find torrent stuff these days. Back in my day, that's all I ever did. Was just download stuff. I was a huge pirate. I could have joined the Straw Hat crew. Oh, so close. Almost this hundo. Almost. We losing arcs? Wait, except on Netflix, it goes to Fishman Island, then goes to Egghead. Does it? I thought it was like the full. I wouldn't know because I've never seen it before, so I don't know. To me, it's all just the same thing. There's like over 1,000 episodes, so I think we can afford to lose a few here and there. I think they just strip back the stuff that's not important. I think they're doing a re-release of it anyway. The actual creators, same as like Dragon Ball stuff, where they like trim out a lot of the not needed and just get to like the important things. Because Dragon Ball Z was notorious for that, where you'd have 17 episodes of a saga just being Goku powering up a spirit bomb or something like that. For like 17 episodes, you'd have Frieza just arguing with Goku as he's like, "Ah! Ah!" So you like every morning before school, and it'd just be the same thing, just like, come on, hurry up and throw the spirit bomb. Nope, 3 weeks later, finally throws the spirit bomb. Oh, okay. Try and send it again, dude. Oh, you started the free trial, okay. Oh, dude, like, what's going on? I might have to restart. Let's try that. Give me Gear 4th if you watch it on Netflix. And you get them as Gear 5 for the first time. Okay. Well, like I said, I wouldn't know just because. Wait until I've restarted the game, guys, before you send through the. Otherwise, it's just going to break again. Patience, Padawans. Patience. You literally caught a shiny Cranidos from Go Battle Rewards, evolved it, and then brainlessly transferred it. Really, just yep. It's just program. No, dude, like I said, wait until I've restarted the game before you actually send it. Yeah, just because you're so used to doing it, it's just like muscle memory. That sucks half. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear. It's still working. Okay, dude. The game is like. Wait until I've actually restarted the game before you send it, man. Otherwise, like I said, it's just gonna keep breaking like that. You left some Northern Light pics on the Gen section in the Discord. Wait, Gen section? Oh, general. Okay. I'm like, hang on a second. Gen? There's a Gen section? Shows how much I'm on my own Discord server. I was actually on there the other day. I didn't say anything to anybody. I just snuck in and looked around and then left again. It's what I do, guys. I'm keeping an eye on you. Just I'm watching. I'm making sure people are obeying the rules. All right. It's still not working, dude. It's Mac that keeps sending, but it must be an issue on Mac's end. Dude, have you reset your game? Because it's not coming through. James, try and send me one. And if it works, cool. If not, then we might be skipping PvP tonight. Nope. I don't know what's going on because I keep restarting the game, but it keeps breaking. So I don't know what's going on. No worries, Tef. Have a good night. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. If not, we'll see you when we see you. All right, try again, James, and just see if it works. Update maybe. I'm not going to worry about doing like it usually auto updates anyway, so I don't think it'll be that. yeah, if it doesn't work again, then we'll just skip PvP for tonight. Because I need to go home and have food, because all I've eaten today was breakfast cereal, breakfast cereal, a protein shake, and then popcorn at the movies. So I'm just a little bit hungry. Nope, still not gonna work. Okay, sorry. I don't know why. Game's just broken tonight. All good. Yeah, but try restarting the app. I'm not gonna bother about it. I'll do it later, sort of thing, and hopefully it'll work then. It's no big issue. But I guess by default that means that I win tonight's PvP battles, guys. I retain my throne. Awesome. But yeah, the game would have auto-updated if it had something to update. So, game hates battling tonight. Yes. I mean, it's when isn't something broken in this game? There's always one thing or the other that's broken. So, anyway, you'll try battle. What? Send me a battle request or just in general? No, it's not working. I didn't think it was going to work if multiple people have sent it now and it hasn't gone through. So yeah, game is just being a bit buggy tonight. It's all good. Like I said, means that I win the battles. So therefore, I get to retain my crown, my throne, my PvP prowess. What's more broken, Pokemon Go? They're both equally broken. I haven't played Scarlet and Violet for over a year at this point, so I wouldn't know how broken that game still is. But yeah, alrighty guys, I'm going to wrap up the stream for tonight, but thank you for everybody that has tuned in. Much appreciated. Hit the thumbs up button if you haven't already. We are sitting on 17 likes, so we're only 3 away from 20. Yeah, subscribe so you know when I go live next, which will be tomorrow for Groudon Raid Hour. So you'll be hosting some Groudon raids for you guys. So if you're interested, come on in, battle some Lego Mons, get some shinies. It said that you won. I don't think it did. Doesn't work that way. But yeah, we will be back tomorrow for more raids. And then, do we have an event on this weekend? Is it? Or is it just a legendary hero? I think that's not this weekend. No, that's next Thursday. No, I think we've got a day off this week because we just had comedy. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Alrighty guys, thank you for tuning in. Enjoy your morning, evening, noon, or night. Stay safe, happy hunting. Good luck for your spotlight hours. Hopefully you'll get the shiny wobbers that I did not get. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow evening. So until then, peace out. Have a good one. I'll catch you then. Bye. Bye.